Okay, so this one is the etching and plating iron etching with electricity. And just like the previous ones, we are shining up the iron plate to get started. Then we need to take our sticker.
I want my bee to hold.
And here is your sticker to put on there.
Babies.
Let's get that on there wherever. And make sure it's pressed down really well. And for the next step, we're gonna need some water. This is a regular old.
We don't need. I can't stick this. The gloves are.
The gloves are in the way?
Yeah,
I'll be happy to help you
can't stick them. The gloves stick to it like
without
a
touching
magnet.
it. All right. So I will stick this guy on here for you.
Okay, press it down.
And you press it down for me so I don't get my finger oils on the metal plate. Okay, so now that you've got that on there, you're gonna mix a sodium chloride solution.
Together.
You know what that is?
Salt.
It is salt water, regular old salt water.
In the ocean.
Exactly.
Do I have to shake this?
So you're gonna take your very technical metal stick and you're gonna stir it around until it's dissolved so there's no more little crunchy bits in the bottom. And then while you have that going, we're gonna use, let's see, what do you think? Is it looking dissolved? Or do you still have, is there a lot in there or just a little?
Like the entire bottom is covered basically.
All right, so we will wait for that to dissolve a little bit. And while that's happening, we've got two sets of wires. We have
A red and
a
black.
yes, we have a red and a black that are exactly the same. And they have clips on each side. And then we also have a battery pack with red and black wires as well. So I'm going to put the last AAA battery in here that we need to power this. So those are all in. And is most of that dissolved? As long as most of it's dissolved, we'll be in good shape. Looks like it's starting to clear up. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna
Do you
put,
think that's good?
yeah, that's looking pretty good. So you're gonna take your iron plate that has your sticker on it and you're gonna put it in that Petri dish. And then you're gonna connect the red wire to your plate. It has that little circle punched out in the one corner. So why don't we
Put it in
pinch it?
How do I? Oh.
You're gonna pinch it? Yeah, and then go ahead and do that, kind of pinch it to the corner that has that hole punched out on it.
And what side is it?
Let's see, it's this corner right here.
Yeah, but this thing moves when I squeeze it.
Okay,
Because
hold
it can.
it, and I'm going to peel this
No,
sticker
it's
back.
this.
Okay, how about we trade? You hold this for me,
Yeah.
and I will pinch it on, okay? So if you wanna hold that, and I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna bring it down just a little for me. And I'm going to, oh, I see what you mean about it sliding around.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna slide it all the way out then. Okay, and I'm going to put those alligator clips right on there so we had good contact with it. Okay, and now you go ahead and you can put that in your
Petri dish.
Petri dish. Get that in there. And now you're gonna pour your salt water
inside.
into that Petri dish with your plate. So Next, you are going to take the black cord that looks just like the red one you had, and they provide you with these handy dandy paper clips that are pre-bent in the way that they would like you to use it. You're gonna clip the black alligator clip to the rounded part of the paper clip. Okay. Oop. Okay, that's the next step. So now we have the other end of the red. We're gonna clip onto the red part of the battery, and the other side of the black, we're gonna clip onto the black side of the battery.
And right now there's nothing doing because we have it. I see the bubble.
All right, so you have two pieces of iron. One is the metal plate and the other one is the paper clip. And they're both connected now to the batteries. So now the red is the plus. So that's what's
It's
draining, yeah, that's what's draining the electrons, while the black one is releasing the electrons. So it's gonna go from your paper clip onto your metal plate. So what you're gonna do, and this only happens if it's in an electrolyte solution, which is fancy for salt water in the dish. So you're going to move the clip back and forth with in the solution, kind of in a zigzag for about 2 minutes.
I'm gonna hold it.
Yep, and you're not rubbing it right on your plate. You're just kind of doing it over the top. And it's not gonna look like much has happened. But when you take the sticker off, you'll be able to see it and feel it, how the unprotected surface has changed. So what's actually happening in this experiment is that the iron plate is losing electrons, and then some of those iron atoms with some electrons missing, the iron ions, they escape into the solution, which is your salt water, and it's making the iron dissolve. So when your 2 minutes is done with this,
I don't think there's enough room in this because I feel like I'm hitting it, but it's the only way to get it in the water.
and it's deceptive because the light gets bent by the water, so it's harder to gauge your depth. So when it's all done, we'll disconnect the clips and remove the batteries, and we will rinse off the plate, and we will wipe it with the filter paper, and then we'll take off the sticker, just like we've done with the other plating.
And then it will be done.
So it's been a little over a minute here that you've been waving this around.
And I have the sponge.
We disconnected the battery and we rinsed that in running tap water, and we're just gonna dab it dry with the filter paper.
And then it will be done.
And then we're gonna pick it up and peel off the
that's good.
sticker.
I think that's good.
Yep, I think we're good. It's not too wet. And we're gonna peel the sticker off. Let's see what we have.
Didn't do anything. There's just the outline.
What?
Like the metal's
Oh, it
not
did.
darker at all.
It did, but hold on.
We need to see.
And I could feel it, but you probably want to do it a little longer. Not much of a reaction the first time, so we're doing a little bit more.
Okay.
And you can see that
The
we've
salt.
got a lot of bubbles foaming up here. And that is the action of those iron ions, all those electrons
something happened.
transferring back and forth to complete the circuit between your iron plate that you have and the iron
Something
that's
is
in the
definitely
paper clip.
happening.
So make sure that you kind of do it evenly over the whole thing so that we get even coloration. And so we're going to do this for about 2 minutes, and I can see something else that's happening. Can you see anything happening with the water, the salt water?
It's going back and forth.
Well, the salt water, if you look,
It's getting dirty.
It does. It looks like it's getting dirty. So what do you think's happening?
Oh,
The metal is going away.
The iron is oxidizing.
okay, we definitely have a big difference.
Iron turns orangey with rust.
Okay, it looks good.
Yes.
Those iron ions that are in the water, they're bonding with
look
the
at it.
water
It looks
and the
good.
salt that are in there,
It looks good.
oxidizing from the oxygen in the water.
It looks fine.
So we've kind of been going back and forth
Okay,
over
you should
this
probably
so
stop.
that all parts of it are getting that transfer of the electrons and the iron, those iron ions that are moving from.
I think we're good.
I think we are good. Looks like another 2
Yeah.
minutes. So
There's black.
let's see. Oh, you're right. It's blackened that, so we want to disconnect from our battery source.
Yeah, look at the salt.
Yep. And if you look in there, that was clear salt water.
Yeah, that was clear.
So now we're gonna
not.
rinse that off,
And dump that out.
and I'm gonna leave that there, and I'm gonna rinse this real quick.
It's my turn now.
And here's your filter paper to dry off the surface. And we will peel off the sticker and see how it looks this time. Is it nice and dry? Looks good. And what do we see? Do we have
Steve.
It was the opposite way, Mommy. I wanted it to be light. You made it dark.
the dark part was the part that was exposed, and that is what has the extra iron.
I want dark.
Let's see.
Where's my bee?
Let me see that.
Bee.
And you can see that you can add. Can I please see the final
No.
product?
No.
Let's see
You
the final
can't
product.
see it.
Thank you. Give me the final product.
That's not
And
the
you
final
can
product.
see.
The final product
There he
is her.
is. All right.